Ladies and gentlemen, we're back for... During break, I've cornered Michael Larsen, who is the chair of our education SIG. And Michael, you are working on quite an interesting project with the AST, and it's quite a bit bigger than the AST, called SummerQAmp. Would you like to tell us a little bit about that?
Sure thing. So here's the story about SummerQAmp. A number of months ago, I had a chance to respond to an article. For those who are not familiar with what SummerQAmp is, it's part of the summer jobs program that the Obama administration is proposing, and a number of companies signed on to it. And the reason that it got my attention was the fact that John Bon Jovi put his name and his backing behind it, and that caused a lot of Twitter stream. I got a chance to read the article, and I had some questions about the article, and I asked where the focus was and why we were putting the focus there. And so because of those conversations, I got in touch with some of the organizers and suggested that perhaps the Association for Software Testing could get involved in helping develop educational and training materials for these interns between the ages of 16 and 24 and help to focus on testing from a practitioner's viewpoint, not so theoretical, make it fun, make it interesting, focus on exploration and ideas and unique viewpoints that would be really helpful to, honestly, any tester. But my real goal, and it's still the thing I'm most trying to work with, is how do we teach this arcane art of software testing to 16 to 24-year-olds?
Well, Michael, we've several of us have been working on this, how to teach folks testing this really abstract, cognitive, filled with far transfer kind of skill. But what I'm really interested in terms of the audience is, how can folks help out? We've got a lot of bright testers out there. Not all of them are here at the conference. How can they get involved and help us out?
There's a lot of ways they can get involved. The most important thing that I need, frankly, is I need people willing to help develop content and to help bring their own expertise into the equation. Let me give you an example. For this initial What is Testing module, I got 3 people, including myself, I'm one of them, but Ben Simo and Timothy Western did something really cool. To borrow a line from the Brad Paisley line, if I could write a letter to me and send it back in time to myself at 17, we actually did that. And we made this, if I could write a letter to the 17-year-old that I was and say, you might be a good candidate for software testing, and here's why. And so we took 3 different perspectives and included that. Why am I saying this? What I'm saying is that you can participate in this even if you don't feel like I'm not really a great, fantastic writer, or I don't know a lot of stuff theoretical about software testing. I'm not sure I could contribute to a textbook. What I want to make real clear is this is not a typical textbook. This is a practitioner's guide and guidance to people who have expressed interest in being part of this field. We want to be able to make sure that they get the opportunity to see the real world things that we deal with. And I really want to make this real world. I don't want this to be yet another academic theory, and somebody thinks I am probably falling apart here.
No, so that's a very poignant statement that I want to reiterate as somebody that's been a consultant and a trainer for years. I'll tell you, I learn as much from my classes, I think, as they learn from me, because this is an experiential field, and everything that we know is from experience. It's a very young field. So for all of you out there who say, oh, I'm not a teacher, I'm not a writer, I don't know how I can contribute, I think it's a really important thing for all of you to realize. What you have is the real-world experience. What you have is the case studies. You are the data.
Exactly correct. That is probably the biggest goal and what I think would be the most helpful in this regard. There's a lot that we're still doing. I've delivered a couple of modules to the SummerQAmp group as a beta program for them to try out with their testers. We're running that with them right now. I was hoping to get a chance to talk to Kevin Haggard and discover a little bit about what he's been doing, but unfortunately because of a job change, he wasn't able to make it to CAST, so we're going to be doing this virtually over the week. But I am hoping to find out how well it's been received and if they've got some feedback for us. And again, I am always looking for feedback on our ideas. For the AST members, the conversations are going on our forums. If you go to the EdSIG forum, most of the topics are related to summer camp, and they're related to modules and topics that we're developing. Everybody can put a voice in, and if you put your voice in and I use your stuff, I will credit you.
Well, thank you so much, Michael, especially for jumping in as I just cornered you for a break. So for all of you out there, I hope that you do take an opportunity to take a look at and get involved in the summer camp program through AST. We're going to take another little break here as we get set up for the next speaker, and we will be back live in a few moments. Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot.